Come on. Start clapping right now for Joseph Richard.
To answer your question, yes, I am bisexual. I said that really casually, but I don't feel casual about it at all. I'm actually pretty nervous to share that. I'm 36 years old, you can probably tell by looking at me. And it's really only been in the past year that I've started to openly identify as bisexual. And the problem with that, as a 36-year-old, is it's no longer cool to be bisexual, I've realized. It's not cool anymore. I feel like the cool thing now is to be pansexual. So, let me put it this way. Imagine your sexuality is a toaster. I finally got to the point where I could stand up and say, hello everyone, I have a toaster as well, and my toaster has 2 slots. But what I heard over here was, that's fine, but we have 4 slots now. Really? Like, I just pulled this out of the closet and it's already obsolete? I am not. Okay, fine. You're not impressed with my toaster. What about this? When the toast comes up, I butter it on both sides. Yeah, that's fine, but we're buttering the crust now too. Oh, fuck off. You're not buttering the crust. Fuck you. And then I feel like it's also cool to be asexual. We don't even eat toast. Oh, shut up. You're fasting, you're eating a loaf of bread. I want to be cool too. I just want to be cool too. And I feel like nothing says I am cool like screaming that into a room full of strangers. So I'm almost there. But I am nervous. I'm nervous about openly identifying as being bisexual because I know there are a lot of misconceptions out there, and I feel like I'm going to have to address those. For example, a lot of people think being bisexual is just a phase. So it's just a phase between choosing to be fully heterosexual or fully homosexual. But it's not a phase. It's not a phase. Now, let me put it to you this way. Was the music of Sugar Ray a phase? Okay, yes, the music of Sugar Ray was a phase, but that's why it has nothing to do with being bisexual. I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page. And for those of you who didn't laugh, I assume you're too young to know the music of Sugar Ray, in which case, fuck you. Because my generation had to live through that shit. Our grandparents had the Great Wars, our parents had Vietnam, and we had the music of Sugar Ray. I really don't like them. I'm also nervous as well to identify as bisexual because I know that people are going to have questions for me as well that I'm going to have to answer. So I know that people might come up to me and say, hey, so you openly identify as being bisexual, so you know because you've had sex with men and women, right? Well, first of all, thank you for looking at me and thinking I've had sex with anyone. It's very kind to walk up to me and assume that. I appreciate that. I don't appreciate the person who clapped like that was an exaggeration. So thank you, but no, actually I've only had sex with women. Well then how do you know that you're bisexual? That's a good question. I feel like that's an honest question. And so I'm gonna have to figure out how to answer that for people. And so I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it. So let me put it this way. All my life, I've only eaten donuts. I've never had a Twinkie, but I would totally put one in my mouth. Have you seen Twinkies? They're beautiful. They look beautiful. I know that I don't have to have a Twinkie to know that I would love one. I still love donuts, but I assume a lot of people are health health aficionados not down with the junk food, that's okay. Is it a little weird to talk about sexuality as junk food? Is that strange at all? Maybe, but I have to open up and share another part of myself. I feel like we've bonded so far. I feel like you've got to know me a little bit, and I feel this is a safe space. So I do need to let you know that I am also from the South. I thought it was a safe space. Wrong. I am from the South. I am Southern. I grew up in Georgia. We all look like this in the South. Movies are wrong, except Deliverance. So yes, I'm from the South, and in the South, food is how we understand everything. It's how we make sense of the entire world around us. It's how we process what's going on with us in every circumstance. So, you know, if somebody dies, oh my God, I am so sorry to hear about your cousin Pig. Have another plate of fried chicken there. Have another plate there. Hey, eat some more 7-Up cake. You'll be all right. Take a bite of this stricoline. Now, for those of you who don't know what stricoline is, streak-o-lean, look it up later. I'm not going to tell you, but look it up, and you'll probably realize that's what caused Cousin Pig to die. So we process, we understand death through food in the South. And for me, growing up, I also understood church through food as well. So for me, church was the thing that happened before lunch. It was the 1 hour standing in between me and fish sticks and Hormel chili. However, church had one redeeming quality for me growing up. And that redeeming quality, so I grew up Southern Baptist. So one Sunday a month, we would have communion. And communion was great, because communion was a snack before lunch. Yes. I will partake in the body of Jesus as an appetizer. Thank you. The problem with communion as well, though, is you're not supposed to take communion if you're not right with God, if you're not in the right place. And that was tough for me as a child because, you know, when you're growing up, the weird things are happening to your body and your mind, and so things are happening. So I'm sitting in church thinking, oh God, I know last night I thought about Diane Grenade in a weird way and pretended my pillow was her, and I know we're probably going to need to talk about that later, but God, I am so hungry right now. Can I just please nibble on Jesus just a little bit to get me to fish sticks? And he would say no, just spoiler alert. And we did things differently in the Southern Baptist Church as well. So we didn't have wafers for communion. We had saltine crackers because we respected the body of Christ. And let me defend us real quick. I think saltines are actually a lot more accurate, aside from being white. If you think about it, Jesus was probably pretty salty. Like, he was always spending time on boats. He was always on boats and lakes. Always performing miracles, which, for those of you who know, when you perform a miracle, it's hard work. You get kind of sweaty. You know, a little salt on your body.
Oh my God.
But I enjoyed those saltines. They were the thing that I was looking for. They were the thing that I wanted. They were the thing that got me involved in church. But I actually wonder, I know I was excited about the saltines. I know that they kept me engaged and interested in church. But I wonder if instead of saltines for communion, what if, to represent the body of Christ, would I have been more engaged if we have done that with Twinkies? Question I will answer for myself. My name is Joseph Richards. Thank you so much for having me tonight. Feel once.
Keep it going for me, Joseph Richards.